Welcome to New Day, Cleveland. We are at Conneaut Lake for this show. We're on.
Oh, ahoy there!
Did we just clear the beach?
We had all these swimmers out here on the beach a minute ago, and we came out over the camera, and they just ran for cover, didn't they?
I don't know. I think they heard we were doing a cannonball.
Yeah, maybe that's it. They're playing hooky or something like that. But this is all about fun out here. In fact, we met somebody on a boat earlier today that got married on the boat here at Conneaut Lake.
They did, and you as well could get married, but more importantly, you can take a nice little boat ride around Conneaut Lake and kind of view all the really nice homes. Wasn't that fun?
Yeah, you know, it's really fun to see the old mixed with the new, and this is sort of a retro kind of trip because we're going to a custard stand later that I think it's been around over 50 years or something like that.
Over 50 years, and they have a new flavor every day. I hear black raspberries today, so I'm excited to try some.
My favorite flavor is going to be port wine, I think, because we found a winery I think is going to be a lot of fun. They've got about, how many flavors they got there? Maybe 5 or 6 different flavors.
Yeah, they do.
They make all the wine right there, and it's going to be fun.
How fun. We're going to check out a restaurant and also do a little bit of shopping.
Yeah, we're going to go to a guy who can do magical things with meat. How about that? We're talking about like deer. Right. If you're deer hunting, bring your deer there. You guys get all kinds of steaks and roasts and cool stuff. People drive all the way from Cleveland to buy stuff from this guy.
Yeah, we're like right in the middle. Like Pittsburgh's an hour and a half, we're an hour and a half. Everybody just kind of meets in the middle here. So it's a perfect getaway this summer.
And you're just minutes away from discovering it along with us. So here we go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Told you we're at Conneaut Lake, and we're on the lake right now. I'm in the middle of the lake practically with Jack, who is the owner of Silver Shores, which is one of the coolest restaurants I've been to on the road in a while. When you walk in the front door of that place and look through the windows, you're right on the water, aren't you?
Yes, sir. We are.
It's a terrific place. How did you come to get this place?
Well, I tried to buy for several years. I owned another restaurant in the area during the 90s. The owner was not ready to sell, but we moved to Florida. She called me. We moved back. We bought it. You made 2005.
You made a deal they couldn't refuse.
Yeah.
That's how they say it in the movies, you know. Hey, so the ship here, I heard you became a captain now thanks to this gig, too.
Yeah, that's the Barber J. It was brought to the lake in 1971. The previous owner ran it up until 99. He passed away, unfortunately, and wow, it was abandoned for about 7 years till we rescued it in 2005. And
I heard this is a pretty big lake.
It's 3 miles long by 1.5 miles wide at the widest spot.
So you got plenty of place to run your boat there. And what, you take the boat out every Sunday?
Yes, every Sunday, and it's 4 charters. So any parties, we do about 90 to 100 trips a season.
Do you actually do food on the boat too?
The restaurant caters the food to the boat. It has its own liquor license, so adult parties can be handled there too.
Hey, you know, and I like this thing too about the restaurant, man. You pull up in your boat here, you go in the restaurant, you don't have to go upstairs to downstairs you got a big party room.
The captain's quarters, that's known as the captain's quarters and Captain Jack's Grill.
I bet you they have some fun at Captain Jack's, huh?
Yes.
Hey, talking about the grill, is the food more casual type food here?
Yes, it's comfort food. It's hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza on the lower level. We have a full menu on the upper level. We change it 2 to 3 times a season or throughout the year.
Right.
We're only open 9 months of the year. We do close January, February, and March.
I saw, did I see a lobster tank up there? You got some crazy sandwiches?
It's tropical fish. It's not a lobster
Oh,
tank,
okay.
unfortunately.
I was looking for king crab.
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't we go up in the kitchen and see what's going on up there? What's the chef's name?
Chuck.
Let's go see what Chuck's
All right.
doing. Hey Chuck, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
Give you a bump, huh?
You got
Saw
it.
the gloves there, man. Hey, Jack's telling me about this burger you're making.
Yeah, it's a prime sirloin, ground prime sirloin. We make them by hand, about 1/2 pound.
That looks like 8 ounces, doesn't it?
It's a big burger. You got to put 2 hands to put that thing on.
So that baby's going to get going.
Yeah, so, now that'll take a few minutes. We do it to order.
Right.
They can have it rare, medium rare, however they'd like it.
What else is popular?
I got a couple other things going for you. I got some shrimp entree and a chicken entree. These are real popular here at Silver Shores. Take a boneless breast, pound it nice and thin, so it comes out nice and tender.
Well, that looks
good. A little flour in the pan, and we'll brown that up. In the meantime, we're going to cut up a real nice sausage here. This is an andouille sausage. It's,
yeah.
You know, it's nice and, not real spicy, but it's got a nice little kick to it. And we're just gonna throw some of that into the pan, get that going.
You know, I like your menu. It's got a casual feel to it, but it's got some sophisticated flavors in it.
Now we're trying to get a nice little blend, you know, for when people come over from Cleveland and Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And UC, you can, you know, but I tell you the truth though, they, the vacationers, they like their sandwiches too.
Yeah.
So we have some nice sandwiches on also. So we're gonna throw some shrimp in here next. Get that going.
Oh, too bad about that, huh? Look how nice that is.
And after that, we're gonna throw in a little artichoke heart.
Nothing like working in the kitchen on a 90-degree day, huh?
Hey, you know what? I've never been in an air-conditioned kitchen, so it really doesn't matter. You know, once you're hot, and that's all there is to it.
I like the way you roll, man.
So we're gonna let that simmer down a little bit. We'll check this burger here, get some little marks on it.
Well, I gotta tell you, this grill is hot.
Yeah, well, you know, you want to sear them nice and.
So you give it a little quarter turn there, so it looks pretty, huh?
Yeah, you get that little diamond mark on there. Okay, now we're doing, this is a chicken piccata. So we're gonna squirt some
lemon,
fresh lemon in there. And then we put some capers in there. Did I get you in the eye there?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
That's pretty good,
hey,
man.
It's dangerous work back here, you know. Okay, then we're gonna splash this.
That's hilarious. I got the lemon right in my eye. It's the first time it's happened to me in maybe 10 years. It's unbelievable. Chuck, I can't see you anymore. I'm blind.
Well, like I said, there is some hazard to the.
I think that's the answer to too many chefs in the kitchen, right? That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
check this burger out.
Check that burger out.
There you go. Okay, Chuck, I like the way this all comes together. We got the chicken piccata here, and what do we call the shrimp with the sausage?
It's like a Cajun shrimp and sausage.
And of course, the beautiful burger. Check it out.
Right.
Okay, now what goes best with all of this?
You can have some homemade chips with that we put right on the plate.
Perfect.
Or if you want to, you can have French fries.
You know what else I'm thinking?
We also make a pasta salad too, in a nice hot weather.
You know what I'm thinking now? How about, you like frozen custard?
Are you going to Hank's?
We're going to Hank's, and Chris is going to Hank's. We'll see you over there.
Nothing but the best at Hank's. Highly recommend.
All right, David was hot in the kitchen, but we are cool in custard right here at Hank's Frozen Custard, and Ryan is the manager here. I love custard, one of my favorites, but this isn't just a typical custard place. There's a lot of history behind this. It's cool because when you walk up to the glass windows, they have like old black and white photos on the front, and so you can kind of see where it was actually moved. Let's talk about these custard machines, which these are some of the old first-timers, right?
Yeah, these are 64 years old. These were here on opening day. My grandfather purchased them used, I believe, and they've been here ever since. We kind of have a graveyard out in the garage that we piece it back together, and we've updated and changed cooling and stuff like that to keep them going, but this is what we've had from the beginning.
Yum. What's the flavor we have here?
That's actually not custard, that's watermelon sherbet.
Ooh, okay. What's this?
Nothing.
Okay, we're still working. This machine, you said, runs how many times a day?
Depends how fast they buy it.
Okay.
You know, on a real slow day, we can run it once or twice, or you know, once every couple hours.
What's this one?
That's black raspberry.
Black raspberry. Look at that. That's actually custard, right?
That is custard.
Oh, that is so good. You gotta love working in a place like this, huh, girls? Hey, the custard matches your outfits. That's really cute. So you guys have a lot going on here. You always have vanilla and chocolate, is that right?
Yep.
But today, special day, we have black raspberry.
Black raspberry on Thursdays.
Okay, so each day's different. What's some other flavors?
Friday is mint. Saturday is banana. Sunday is strawberry. And then Monday is butterscotch. Peanut butter on Wednesday. And back to black raspberry.
Oh my gosh, so you guys are always working.
Yeah, closed on Tuesday.
Closed on Tuesday, don't come on Tuesday.
Hank's Custard is a legend. I don't know why it's good, it just is. Same reason the sun comes up. We're actually from Erie. I went to college at Allegheny, so now I bring my girls down. We like to come down, make the trip, get custard.
Okay, we're doing a show on the lake, which automatically is a given that we have to take a boat ride, right,
Of course.
Captain?
It's the only way to see this lake.
Captain John Bertera, Kaylee Bell, for those of you who have not ridden, apparently this is like the thing to do, right? Explore.
Best ride on the lake. See everything you want to see.
There's a little history behind this boat. This was actually built for the Columbus Zoo.
1969.
What was it? Did they use it for a while?
They used it as tours in there. It was called the Scioto Bell. It was in the zoo from approximately 69 to 89, maybe a little bit longer. Then it traveled out to Illinois for river trips, and we rescued it, and we brought it all the way back here from Illinois and brought it back to Conneaut Lake.
And you've had it ever since?
We've had it ever since. We do tours every Saturdays and Sundays, 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Probably our July schedule will change. You have to monitor the computer to find out.
Okay.
So we're ready to sail.
This is probably a great way for like weddings or
We've had several weddings
proms,
on here. In fact, we have one of our wedding couples sitting in the back of a boat
One
right
of our
now.
Oh, did they get married on the boat?
They got married right here.
In the back? Wave if you're the wedding couple.
There's one of our wedding couples.
Everybody goes, yeah, that was me. Wait, what's David doing over there? Who let him on the boat?
So we've had several weddings on here and several different events. So
now, where will this boat take us? Like, what's the tour? How long is it?
tour's
Where are we
approximately 45-50 minutes. We're going all the way to the south end to see the town, all the way up the east side, see all the beautiful homes, and we come back around to Conneaut Lake Park.
There's a lot of rental properties, right? A lot of rental
A lot of
cottages?
these, they're not rentals, but they are summer homes. Most of them are occupied only about 3 months out of the year.
Okay. I guess we're going again on the boat.
Come on, let's go.
Woohoo! You guys ready to party? Yeah. Do you guys play music on this boat? What a beautiful view. Captain John, what are we looking at now?
Oh, this is the latest development on Conneaut Lake. This is only about 10 years old. We have a lot of water line all the way up and down. Most of these homes are only occupied about 30% of the year.
Huh. Now, you give a historical narration throughout the whole trip, right?
Not the whole trip. We stop at about 5 different points of interest around the lake. And we tell you a little bit about the Indians, a little bit about the history. This is Pennsylvania's only natural glacier lake.
Ooh, okay.
It's a very, very old, thousands of years old, and we still have dinosaurs down below.
Oh, still dinosaurs. We may have to check those out. Thanks, Captain John. This has been a good trip. Can I just steer just to say I did it? Hang on, everybody. All right.
Look.
Oh, no! David's on a roller coaster. Let's see what he's doing. I'll land this thing. Am I going the wrong way?
Yeah. Go
so I got to do this way to go left.
Go over that way.
Like this way?
Yeah.
We're getting a little closer to the shoreline, people.
That's right, from the boat we go right to Conneaut Lake Park, and Lisa, when I came in the park, I know the park's not open right now, but how old is the park?
Park's been here a long time, 1892.
You can feel
119 years.
You can feel it when you come in here. I mean, you got all the old trees and the old rides and the carousel here. I bet you that's been here a long time, huh?
Yes, the origins of this carousel date back to 1910. So
1910.
the inner workings and mechanisms and the structure and that.
Okay,
yeah,
so people are asking me right now, they said, why isn't it running? Why is it closed? Like, how's the park work nowadays?
On the weekends, we're open in this time of year, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. After July 4th, we'll expand the hours a little more as we get into more of the summer season.
Mm-hmm. Now, I heard you have a famous roller coaster here, and it's called the Blue Streak. So I was wondering, is the Blue Streak, did you guys pirate this from Conneaut Lake?
Oh no, our Blue Streak has been here since 1938. This is a Ace classic landmark coaster, and it's a great story because our coaster, as you can imagine, a wooden roller coaster needs a lot of upkeep and maintenance.
Deteriorates, huh?
Over time, you know, it's been here a long time. So it was actually closed for several years, but we banded together, launched a big campaign last summer. We were part of a Pepsi Refresh campaign, and we won $50,000. And last September,
great!
On the 2nd of September, our roller coaster opened. So it's a great, great story. So we've got more track that we replaced this spring, and it's ready to roll.
So this is one of those parks that truly takes like constant work to try to maintain that glory of the past.
Sure, this is nostalgia at its finest here. You know, we've got rides that have been here for so long that people come back as grandparents and they ride it again with their grandkids.
And talk about throwbacks of the past. Don't you have an old Tumblebug, right?
We do, 1925 Tumblebug. There are only 2 of these full-size rides operating in the world.
I like their eyes.
Ours is one.
Yeah, you know, I was talking to some kids earlier today, and they were talking about some of the people in their family got married here, and they come back and they say they always come back, and it sort of refreshes the memory, and it's just.
It is. It's a great place for memories. People grew up here, and they've got a lot to remember.
Those 2 kids, are those rentals down there or what?
We could probably get them to join us. I know them rather well.
Those are your children, huh?
They are.
So how much do they enjoy the park when they come in?
Oh, they think it's a blast. My daughter rides almost everything, more even than I do. But she hasn't ridden the Blue Streak yet. She's got to work up to it. But my son, he's a Blue Streak rider.
You know, you get kids all the time playing the little video games at home, or they talk about going to Cedar Point where they got those monster machines and monster rides. And what would you say Conneaut Lake Park has to offer versus something like that?
You know, this is such a unique venue. We've got all the amusements, we've got the rides, we've got all that stuff. Then you go down, walk through, you head down to the lake, you can swim in the lake, you can hang out on the beach. We've got a hotel there. We've got the lawn area where we have a lot of concerts and things like that. For the older set, we've got the beach club and all kinds of entertainment and bands that play there. So it's just a really unique collection here. So yeah, it's fun for the family to get together and spend some time together.
I bet the fairway food's pretty good too, huh?
Oh, you could say that. Park fries have their notoriety.
You gotta love those. Hey Lisa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're gonna have a whole lot more from Conneaut Lake right after this.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. We're right in Linesville, which I think is about 10 minutes right outside of Conneaut Lake. And we're in not your average hotel. Peg Knickerbocker is the owner here. I really like your last name, first of all, because it's called Knickerbocker Hotel, which is obviously your last name.
Correct, correct.
But this, you can't sleep here, correct? This
no,
isn't
we're not
a normal
bed,
hotel.
We're not a bed and breakfast. We're not a venue such as that. We're a haunted hotel.
Oh, a haunted hotel. So
yes.
Tell us a little bit about this place.
Well, this building was built about 130 years ago, and when it was built, there was an owner, and she died 3 years after it was built. And we figure the lady in white that people see haunting the hotel may be her, because she had such a history of her life being so tragic that we feel that maybe that's who's haunting our hotel.
Interesting. So when people come in, is this open daily?
No, we're open only for special events, and we're open for when you're in the hotel. It is always that you're the only party in the hotel. No general public comes in. We rent it by the hour. We also rent it for special events by several hours. Sometimes the paranormal investigators that come here, they come in around, say 7 o'clock, and they don't leave till like 7 the next morning.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So when you come through here, you got kind of like a dining area.
This was always a dining area. This was the dining area and bar in the
Yeah.
original 1800s, and now this is what we call our formal dining room. We have a coffee cafe. We do not have a liquor license, so we have a coffee cafe.
And I really like your old time TV up there in the corner.
That's a wonderful 1947
nice,
TV.
yeah.
Then
And
in
what's in
here
here?
is a white dining room that we have with all the history of the building, history of all the owners, all the different presidents that were president. We have Rotary meetings here. We've done paranormal investigative classes in here. A lot of your paranormal investigators, including one from Twinsburg, Open, will be doing a class here real soon. Our website is filled with all the activities that we have. We have a wonderful website.
There's a lot of paranormal teams from Cleveland.
Yes, there are.
That
yes,
come down
there
as
are.
well.
Yes, there are.
But there's
Buffalo,
also
Cleveland, Pittsburgh, West
So when they come
Virginia.
here, they tour every floor. So there's not just one floor here. You
All
want to
3
show me
floors.
the upstairs?
All 3 floors.
Is that more
Yes.
haunted than this one?
We seem to have more on the 3rd floor. That's where most of the people say they feel the most activity is at. So we're going up.
Here we go.
Welcome to the Knickerbocker. I have a really great story to tell you about on the 2nd floor. A man from Los Alamos came here. He had been living in Allegheny College when his father was a professor. When his father died, he said that, well, when you die, there's nothing here, there's nothing left. And he had seen us on a show called Paranormal State, which A&E carries.
Yeah.
And he came here and he asked me some questions, and he came up to this room. We call this the opera room. What you have here is a walkway that used to go across to the opera house.
This is kind of scary.
And he came into this room, and he was sitting in here, and he had an experience. And he said that he felt like something had touched him, so he couldn't stay. He went downstairs. He left. That was in April. In November, he comes back. He said, I want to try this again. During the summertime, we had gotten 2 opera bills, and the opera bills were hanging on the wall. He came in, he sat down, he came back downstairs, and he goes, I want to ask you about the opera bills. I said, yeah. I said, were they there in April when I came? I go, no, we found those in the summertime and we put them up. He goes, when we lived in Allegheny College, my parents had those 2 opera bills. Those 2 opera bills were hanging in our basement. We even named our cat after one of the operas. What's the chance? I'm looking for something about my father that could be our opera bills. I said, I don't know, but why don't you call your mother, ask if she still has them, and if she does, then they're not, but if they are, you can have them. So I gave them to him. He went back to his parents' home. They opened them up. They were theirs. I said, there's an incident where somebody's looking for something. They come to this hotel with the haunted history and the history of what goes on here, and he leaves with part of his childhood that I found and brought back here for no other reason.
Yeah.
So that was a great experience for him that happened in this room. There's writing on the wall over there, and when this girl's mother died, her father remarried, and when she was 15, she went off and she got married to a man that was in his 20s, like 25, and when her dad came back from Cleveland, he was over in Cleveland, he had her arrested and put in jail, and they say that they can feel like little children running around. There's a footprint right there. That was powdered, and you can see the footprint that came through the powder.
Peg, is there actually any proof that you guys have seen ghosts here?
Yes, because this was taken while an investigation was going on, and the lady heard something behind her, so she started snapping pictures, and you can obviously see, you can see through this image of a man with a long coat. His arm is here with like a cane, and he's walking and he's coming right back through this area.
What is this area?
This area would have been where the family had made their residence after they had decided to live on premise. And this is the area where the young woman died when she was 35. That was the owner that built the hotel.
Well, whether you're into ghosts or whether you're not into ghosts, I think they should just come to check out the decorations that you've done with each room.
I've
tried. It is unbelievable. I hear you redecorate every 2 weeks.
I do, yes I do. I try to keep it fresh, and I have all the different eras of the hotel. I've tried it every 10 years.
That's amazing. All right, thanks Peg. You got a great place here. It's
Thank
gorgeous,
you.
and you really have done a great job with the decorations. But coming up after the break here on New Day Cleveland, we're actually going back to Conneaut Lake, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to New Day Cleveland and our special hour here in Conneaut Lake. And no trip to Conneaut Lake would be complete without visiting Hotel Conneaut. And here's a place that's really working hard to bring back and restore that glory of the past. You see the beautiful verandas and the porch? I thought we should go inside and check it out. Hey Mike, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
David Moss from New Day Cleveland, and I tell you, when I came in here, I thought I was going to see something that was sort of like something from the past. And it is. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
How long has this been here?
The current owners have had it for 4 years, but the hotel itself has been here since 1893.
Wow, 1893. Someone told me the hotel went all out over the grounds, and a lot of that got lost like over the years, and this is what remains now.
Yeah, the original part of the hotel was this part that we're standing in right here, including the Spirit Lounge. And then, yeah, some of it burnt, but then, yeah, you know, they rebuilt it.
This is the Spirit Lounge, huh?
Yes.
Hey, walking around this place, you hear spirits ever sometimes, you think?
I get a lot of stories, but
yeah,
it's I'm up here quite a bit. I don't see too much.
Not spirits, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so we see this is the Spirit Lounge, but I understand this is a great place to have a wedding here on the lake.
It sure is. We can go on down to the ballroom and check it out.
Okay, this is like the reveal, folks. Get ready for this because this is exciting. The ballroom. Boy, this is something. So they're having something up for a wedding, huh?
Yes, this is wedding number 5 of 43 that we have this year.
5 out of 43. And what a great place, because the wedding party could have dinner in here or whatever party's in here and then walk out to the, you call it a porch or veranda here?
That's our porch. We do have a veranda downstairs, but yeah, we fully cater everything, you know, from the food, the music, to the bar, everything. We do it all.
Yeah, when I was outside walking around talking to some folks, they say this is one of those places that gets overlooked a lot, but the restaurant here has terrific food too.
It is fantastic.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna have 43 weddings here, it's gotta be good, right?
Yeah, well, it is real good. Mike Luca's our cook downstairs, and he does a fantastic job.
Okay, so I imagine some of the wedding party wants to stay. Why go home when you're in a beautiful place like this? What do the rooms look like?
Well, there's our wedding suite, or our bridal suite on the first floor. We can go check it out.
Oh, Mike, this is great. Whoa, what a cool bed, huh? It's a nice room.
Yep, this is one of our bridal suites. We have 2 of them, one here and one on the 3rd floor.
How many rooms in the whole hotel?
140 that are rentable at this time.
So you're like in a constant renovation, huh?
Yes. Right now, 50 of them are being renovated, and we still have a whole another old wing that we haven't even got to yet.
Yeah, so this is terrific. Who's this hiding over here? There's somebody hiding. Oh, it must be somebody. Somebody doesn't want to be on camera, maybe. I know you. This is Christy Capel, Mike. She's the co-host on the show. What do you think? She just wanted to check out the hotel while I was doing this interview. That's how it is. That's how it is when we're on the road, folks. We have a lot of fun and we're having a good time. And out here at Hotel Conneaut, the good times continue to roll. This is something I remember from when I was a kid. What do you think of this?
Dinner rolls?
Dinner rolls. Show them that good dinner rolls. I got 3 bags for $1.
Ew.
See, that's good.
Mold.
But you know why we have these?
Why do we have these?
Well, out here near Conneaut Lake, Pima Tuning is the name of the place. You take this bread, take out a piece of bread there.
Okay. 1 whole roll?
Yeah.
All right.
Look over the rail and toss it down, and we're gonna feed not the geese, but check this out.
Oh my goodness.
What do you think? Give it a toss. See what happens. You ever see anything like that in your life?
Is this carp?
Look at that. Now watch it.
That.
Oh, now the geese are in there fighting for it too. Now I did this when I was a kid. I must have been like 5 years old, and that was some time ago. I don't have to do the math for you. And it's something I always remember. Look at
You're
that.
not that old.
Everybody wants a piece of this action.
This is incredible. What is wrong with these guys? Now, what's the deal? I mean, like, why are they all up here?
These carp have been eating this bread from people throwing it out here in Pima Tuning. There's a spillway down here, I guess. You can see it all the way down there. There's a spillway, and this is where Pima Tuning, I think, it might match up with Conneaut Lake. I'm not sure. My geography is a little sketchy. But at any rate, this has been a tourist attraction so long, they call it the 2nd biggest tourist attraction in Pennsylvania, right behind Gettysburg.
Yeah?
Yeah, right behind Gettysburg.
This really has to be the weirdest thing.
Some guy told me, look, now they're going crazy.
I know, look at him. Keep throwing them in. No!
Some guy told me he threw a whole bag in there once. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh.
And the carp played volleyball with the bag all the way across the lake.
What about the ducks? They look a little jealous.
Well, they're geese actually, because they're a little bigger, yeah. But the geese are saying, duck, the carp are coming my way, so that's where the duck comes in here. So just one of the thrilling things you find on one of these crazy
and you don't
New
fish
Day
for
Cleveland
these,
trips.
Huh?
Nope. Nope, you don't fish for these.
Boy, that'd be good. Just one quick.
Look at that.
Have dinner
Fish roll.
tonight.
They say
I'm out.
they say if you run really fast, you could run all the way across the top of the carp to the other side.
I believe it.
Okay.
I really do.
Time to get on with the rest of our journey. We're out of rolls, we're out of bread, but we're not out of fun. Let's keep this party going.
All right, let's go. That is incredible. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. That's right, we're shopping at a really cool place called Berry Basket with Joni, and she's the manager. You guys, this place is really interesting because she has everything from nautical items to Yankee candles to things from the Avon magazine. So let's get started, Joni. I mean, if you blink, you're gonna miss something first off. So let's talk about, you have the largest Yankee candle
I do have the largest Yankee candle selection. There's over 100 fragrances.
This is my new favorite one. As soon as I first walked in.
Oh, there's a
Tutti Frutti.
Yeah. I like that one. All of the accessories are hand painted. They're actually come from Yankee Candle and other companies. Behind you, you have all the live plants that are delivered to from the florist part of the shop. We are a florist here, and they are delivered to shut-ins and people in the need of flowers.
That is really cool. And you got all kinds of just like little different items. If you want a gift, if you want makeup. I saw curling irons and jewelry.
Right.
One-stop shop, sister.
I like the jewelry end of it because a lot of people are vacationing, want something to go with that new outfit they just bought, so it's a quick fix for a lot of problems.
Yes.
I've been with Avon over 25 years, and Avon and other companies that I buy jewelry from, they're just really, really fun. So we try to do whatever we can. If you look up in the upper deck up there, you'll see all the handmade wreaths and the florals and the centerpieces and the vases. They're all made right back here in my workroom. Do you want me to show you?
I want to see your workroom because you actually make these wreaths. You have no help, right? Just you.
Right.
And those wreaths, I mean, they're expensive, and sometimes I'm like, man, I really like this part of a wreath or that part of a wreath. But can somebody come in and be like, this is what I want, and you can make it?
We try to accommodate everybody from making over older wreaths. People want them refurbished. Yesterday, I was mad at it with making all these wreaths. I think there's about 14 laid out on the table in stage 1. And when we add the ribbons and the bows and the rest of the pretties that go on making a wreath, then they'll go out on the main floor.
How pretty. All different sizes too,
all different sizes, little mini ones, hats. We also make you know, fancy ones, swirls. Some are, they're just all unique.
Look how cute. A little sunflower hat.
Right.
I like it. Geez, you are creative.
Well, a lot of my customers are here for the summer only or for weekends, and they are decorating 2 homes. So here or in the city, from Pittsburgh and Cleveland are our biggest attractions.
My goodness, that's right. We got to get the Clevelanders down here.
Yeah, get the Clevelanders down here.
You know, you were telling me, and I've been carrying this little book, if you don't know where to go when you come from Cleveland, you want like a little tour guide, this is kind of like a tourist center because you do that. You have all kinds of pamphlets.
This is the newest brochure for the Conneaut Lake Area Business Association, and Conneaut Lake is naturally great because we are the largest natural lake in Pennsylvania.
All right, from Berry Basket to David checking out some wine.
Talking about berries, berries my foot. We're talking about grapes here because we're at Conneaut Cellars, and I'm with Joel right now, and it looks like you've been making wine here for a long time.
Yes, we've been established since 1982, and as you can see, we have a lot of tanks we've accumulated. These are 2,000-gallon tanks. These are 1,000-gallon. The smaller tanks are 500. These are jacketed tanks. We usually put a lot of our white wines in here. We get about 15 different varieties in here.
So where do you get the grapes?
The grapes come between Northeast and Harbor Creek up in Erie, Pennsylvania.
So local. That's like local, right?
Correct. And we have a 6-ton trailer. We go up there, we pick up the grapes, we bring them down, and we crush them, press them all here.
So that's back there, we got the crusher?
Yes, back there we have a 9 hectoliter press. We also have the destemmer and crusher. And as you're looking over here, these are portable tanks, and what we do is we put the juice in there, we chill them down, get them nice and settled, and then we take the clear juice off and we start fermenting them.
Here I thought that was the washer and dryer.
Yeah, it should be. Control the fermentation temperature. We can also drop as far as with the tartrates down.
You know what you're doing.
I hope so. I've been doing this for a long, long time.
Your dad get you started?
Yeah, my dad started. He used to be over in Germany with the State Department and started learning about wine, took professional courses,
That's
and came
great.
back.
So who's the cooper? Who makes these wines?
The coopers are actually, we have various coopers. They're Pennsylvania oak barrels. They actually, the oak comes from Butler, PA, and they get shipped out to California, and out in California they assemble them and then bring them back. We also have Keystone Cooperage, which is down south of Pittsburgh.
I love that
And they
name.
also put them together.
Hey, so I imagine when you make all this wine, there's probably some kind of scientific end to this, huh?
Yes, and it's scientific, but there's also art that's involved with
and
it.
how much luck goes into it, huh?
There is some luck. It's like with kids, you know. We always treat these like kids. You know, when they come in, you don't know what you're going to get sometimes, but they sometimes surprise you.
Was that the popcorn machine?
No, that there is our bottling line. It we bottle, takes us about 550-gallon tank. It takes us about an hour and a half to bottle. So we bottle slightly less than 2,000 bottles per hour. And it goes through, fills them up, corks them. We also put capsules on here and labels them.
How many kinds of wine do you make?
We make over 25 different kinds. Most of them are table wine. They go anywhere from dry to sweet. They are red, white. We also make blushes and rose wines. We make sparkling wine. We also make a port as well. We call this our Forte Venanga. That's our port. We make that out of Leon Milo. Did win a gold medal in the state and has won medals before, so it's more like a ruby port.
Did I see some medals out there in the tasting room?
Yes, we have a lot out there.
Is there a taste out there?
Yes, so let's go out and let's taste. That's when tour buses come in. A lot of times we'll say, hey, we're doing a test, and they're all getting worried, and we say, you know, taste testing. And they say, oh, okay.
So today's the test. So this is what happens. So when you set up a taste test, how many wines do you put in that taste test?
We usually try to go with 6. We try not to go over 8 because after a while your taste buds are going to go bland and you're going to get tired as far as trying to taste. So we try to keep them limited to 6. Plus also we don't want to make sure, we want to make sure when people leave here that, you know, for driving.
Okay, before I leave you behind and move on our trip through Conneaut Lake, what are some of the names of some of the wines? And what's your most popular?
Okay, our most popular is Princess Snowwater in Hazel Park.
I love that
Snowwater
name.
is white. Yeah, my dad came up with the name because he thought, well, geez, in France you can have kings and queens, well, easily enough. In Pennsylvania, it's kind of like Pocahontas, but you can have a princess. And being Conneaut with Snowwater is one of the interpretations of Conneaut. So we thought, well, Princess Snowwater. Hazel Park red is a popular area out in Conneaut Lake Park area, and so you know we try to use local names. And we're one of the first ones that I know of in the country. When we were coming to winemaking, my dad came up with local names. So
that's great.
Not usual.
So what's the name of this one?
That one there is a Merlot. That's our Merlot.
I salute you at the Conneaut Lake Merlot from Conneaut Cellars. It's good, and I hope after this, we'll be back right after this. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. Yes, we are in Conneaut Lake, and you know, we go to these road shows all the time, you know, and Christy always wants to go like to a place where they sell candles or jewelry or that kind of stuff. We do a lot of diners and stuff, but me, I want to get to the meat of the matter, and that's why I'm here at Livingston Meats. Dave Livingston, how do you do?
Good, how are you doing today?
I heard some great things about this place. I heard that you guys process all your own meat. So you buy the meat on the hoof and then process it for sale for your customers here.
That's correct.
So
Everything's local.
I see some stuff in here that I usually don't see in a grocery store, which is probably because you guys do a different kind of better job. What's this arm roast here?
The arm roast is off the front shoulder. This comes right off of these two roasts would actually come like this.
Ah, so what kind of roast?
This is a boneless chuck.
Oh, boneless chuck.
Which is Both are excellent roast.
So this one here with the bone, like when you'd make this, you'd braise this then. You cook it real slow and long kind of thing, and it'd fall off the bone.
Right. That's correct.
Terrific. That's a chuck roast, which is, you also grind this up into ground meat or burgers, right?
That's correct.
Terrific. We see some other things down here that, you know, when I go to the store to buy a flank steak, I get these flank steaks. They don't look anything like this. They look like half that size. Why is that?
That's just the kind of cattle we try to buy and to have top quality stuff.
So, you know, people talk about grass-fed, corn-fed. What do you guys do? What do you?
Ours is corn-fed.
Yeah. What is it about the corn-fed beef that you think is better?
The nice bright color of it.
Yeah.
I mean, grass-fed beef, there's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't have that nice bright color to it.
Well, it does look fantastic. Now I heard also that like the guys around here, if they go hunting or something like that to get a deer, like you guys will process that for them too.
Yes, we do.
So how do you process a deer? I mean, they make steaks, or what do you do with that?
Well, you just bring us your boneless meat. We make hot dogs, bologna, hot sticks, jerky, any kind of, just about anything you want, really.
I see something over here too that looked unusual to me too. I've never seen these pork steaks. Did you pull those out and give us a look at those? And where did those come from? And how do you cook one of these?
These are really good on the grill with some barbecue sauce on them. And they come off the shoulder of the pig. We cure our own bacon.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, we've won national awards with our bacon. We've also won state awards with our hams.
Well, you know, it's funny, I forgot to bring that up when I walked in. The first thing I saw were the blue ribbons over there on the wall. And you have blue ribbons for what, sausage?
Sausage, ham, bacon, jerky.
That's good. I pull in, and there's a car out there, a guy from Willoughby, and he's in here in Conneaut Lake buying meat from Dave Livingston. That's pretty wild, isn't it?
Yeah. We have lots of customers from Cleveland and Pittsburgh.
But you don't ship any of your meat out. People just come to you then and you sell it all out.
Right.
You buy pigs the same way, you buy them on the hoof and process them? Well, that's great. And somebody also told me too, if you're out in the lake there, Conneaut Lake, you catch some fish and you don't know what to do with them, you don't know how to clean them, Dave here will take care of you, right?
Maybe.
Hey, thank you very much. I had a great time.
Sure.
Is it really over?
It's over.
It's over. Our visit to Conneaut Lake. I tell you, I like the old hotel, and
me too.
I think I have some ice cream on here.
Oh, was that the black raspberry?
The black raspberry. That was pretty good ice cream.
That was really good. Nice little cone there, and that food we had that you made in the kitchen.
Oh, that was good. He was good. Chuck in the kitchen.
I was lingering. I had a few bites.
She's always there. When that guy squeezed a lemon and went in my eye, I thought I was going to be blind the rest of the day.
Are you okay?
Well, you know what? When I got a little glass of that Merlot, I felt a lot better right away.
That's interesting.
That was perfect.
It's like medicine.
Well, I had to get in shape because we're an hour and a half from Cleveland, and we do have to drive back sooner or later. Look, there's somebody out in the water there.
There is. Two little heads. Two little guys.
It's been a beautiful day. We're just now starting to get a little bit of a sprinkle.
I tell you what, I really enjoyed that boat ride.
The Kaylee Bell?
Yeah, and he gives that historical narration.
While you were talking to that guy, I
just got hit with a raindrop.
Well, that's what happens when it rains. Look, it's raining a lot out there. But yeah, I just want to tell you, man, I had a chance to talk to the newlyweds in the back of the boat, and it was fun. They say this is the best time when they come back here. They remember getting married here. It never changes. It's like going back in time, and it's been a great trip for us. And I hope you get a chance to come out here someday also and enjoy.
I do too. Yes, and if you want more information, you can always go to our website. That is fox8.com. And we're also on Facebook, which is one of David's favorites.
Oh yeah.
We're getting wet out here.
I'm going to learn how. Okay.
Should we go jump in the lake?
We will. We'll see you guys next time.